Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to 179 of the Red Force podcast. My name's Ari Talado. Join me today, Christian Talado.
A lot of One Piece news. A lot of things going on.
Is there?
We got a few new. I guess we talked about the mobile games.
Subscribe to the channel.
Yeah.
What One Piece games?
There's a new one that's just announced.
Mhm.
There's one that's just in. There's one that's just in Asia.
Now, Christian, you
They're
already,
both beat 'em ups.
you're already getting memed in the chat. People saying Nami's going to use his staff skills.
Hey man, Oda got me. Oda lit me up.
But we'll get into it.
All right, we can't be mad for an hour and a half. All right.
Only like 30 minutes.
You see, Oda gives me everything I wanted, except for the biggest part that I wanted.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But talk to me about these mobile games first, Christian. What do you want to say?
When are we getting a real One Piece game?
The style on the mobile games looking better than...
Well said, it's looking
better
good.
than fucking Burning Blood, World
It's the
Seeker.
Genshin Impact engine for sure.
Right.
Effects look the same.
Which is
Cell
declared it.
shading looks just the same.
Declared
Same
it.
company, Tencent.
Right.
Is it not?
And Bandai.
And Bandai.
Of
So
course.
they got an engine working.
Of course, Namco Bandai. Christian.
They got a good engine working. So I like to see it. Make me that One Piece MMO, and we'll take
Never happening.
the Red Force Armada, and we'll fly under the SHANKS flag.
We'll destroy Dritz.
Whatever factions there are. If they're
We'll-
Marines, pirates.
No, we'll destroy Dritz. We'll destroy Brago, King, Morge. They're all
destroy
up
them all
for
with
the
our elite gaming talent.
and our elite hockey skills.
Exactly. Alright, so let's
Only
get...
hockey, no devil fruits.
Alright. One Piece anime, Odin finally died. Crazy. Alright. Now, unfortunate, but there is no chapter next week.
Some break.
It's on break. What are we doing? We're doing first chapter review. A man named Brago Diaz had a unique idea of people calling into a podcast-like thing
Right.
during breaks. Now,
That sounds unique.
I informed Brago of this, and he apparently had no idea. So
Yeah, alright.
that's apparently. So there you go. So
Christian, we're innovators in the space, alright?
you
No
know,
one knows who we are,
No,
but
King's still our bit. Braga's still in it now. You know, it is what it is. No. Now, Shadow Soul, new chapter out. The classic anime setting. What is it, Eric?
well, we can do Japan. We can do what?
Think
The classic anime setting is Japan. That's the
think more
answer.
granular than Japan. Alright? Think of a certain location. A certain...
We're talking hot springs. What
We're
are we
talking
about?
close to Hot Springs. We're talking the classic bathhouse chapter. All right, go read it. Go enjoy it. All right, there you go. It is story relevant and leads to things. So,
Will
it's not just
will
there
people-
for no
Will
reason.
people regret their words and deeds?
People will regret their words and deeds,
Right.
as said by Kojima.
Mhm.
But there you go. This week's chapter. What could be said of the One Piece War? What
Should we get into the chapter, or are you just gonna?
Well, first of all, we go for the people, Eric. We got the chapter. We got How Strong is Shanks. We got topic of the show. Something we've talked about before. Something we talked about maybe 6 months ago.
What are we
Alright, it's
talking
called Payoffs and Setups. The Wano Tragedy.
about? Right.
Alright? We talked about this a few months ago.
Mhm.
Maybe 6 months ago, back in Act 3. Or back in Act 2.
Jinbei, Marco.
Jinbei.
Well, it had to be Act 3 because you were getting salty about Marco. That's from
No,
and Jinbei.
yeah, around Act 2, Act 3 start, you
Mhm.
know. We talked about this, but now it's getting to a level where it's just like, you know,
Right.
we'll talk about it, alright? We got thought of doing, we got questions, alright? Now let's get into this chapter, alright? Let's see what happens. Chapter 1013. Anarchy in the BM. That's what it's called. Or using
The fuck?
Anarchy in the BM.
Right.
As in Big Mom. In brackets, Big Mom.
Right.
Oda using, maybe community words, but I guess Oda would also call her BM. Just to, shorthand.
Mhm.
Anarchy in the BM. Weird chapter title.
Sure.
Right. We see Sanji on the front. With a shark with three knives, a bit of Zoro.
Memory.
Busy memory, Sanji's gonna kill Zoro.
Zoro.
Gonna cook him up.
Sanji will gain supremacy.
All that other kinds of nonsense.
Yeah.
But there you go, alright? We start the chapter with Nami standing strong and ready to fight Ulti. Alright? Usopp memeing out. We got Ulti in the front, Big Mom in the back, we gotta run. Nami says no. Eric, Nami says no.
Yep.
I'm gonna stay and fight. Because I cannot tolerate this nonsense.
Yes.
Alright? I cannot tolerate this nonsense. Alright? Standing, ready to fight. She uses a tornado temple, but Ulti dodges. Nami gets grabbed, and Ulti's about to smash Nami's head in. Alright, we'll see this little exchange here. I'm getting excited. I'm getting tantalized.
Where's Usopp with the backup?
Where's Usopp with the, maybe with the spring
vines,
pad, the vines.
The bamboo.
There's multiple ways to get out of this situation.
No, but
As we've talked about 10 million times. Alright? Apparently, Eric, it's infeasible for Nami to win against Ulti. Nami and Usopp, by the way.
it's like an RPG, right? They're very weak.
But they have the status.
But they have
the
they
toxic
have-
spikes.
the IQ. Ulti, very dumb. Page 1, very dumb.
Very dumb and emotional.
Yes.
Alright?
Manipulation can be done.
Exactly.
Where's the Mirage Tempo?
Yeah.
Probably should have said that first, Nami. Get some evasive skill. But, grabbed. Ulti too quick, obviously.
Sure. Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Alright? But there's ways to get out of it. I don't like this narrative that Nami couldn't have gotten it done.
And Usopp.
So
Usopp's there too.
Anyway. Big Mom combines with three homies together and makes the Master Cannon. And attacks Ulti.
Doesn't attack Ulti. It goes straight through
Blast a hole through Ulti.
a chest.
And basically just fucking kills her. And then I'm like this. Eric. I'm like this. Alright? I'm like this.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
Scammed.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer. How long has it been, Eric? Take me back to Ennis Lobby. Take me back to volume maybe 40. Alright? Around there. We're on volume 95 or some shit.
Mhm.
When will I drink? When will my thirst be quenched? For the Nami 1v1. When? Never?
At this point.
Never. After last week's decoration and cliffhanger.
And a few weeks ago, the telegraphed
Sure.
Thundercloud.
I need
and,
more lightning.
and many more weeks before that. Luffy
headbutt.
Luffy
Luffy will win.
Luffy will be the Pirate King.
Oda telling us that Luffy will fight Ulti.
It's Nami. We'll fight Ulti, yeah.
Whatever. Luffy could have fell out of the sky.
Christian's flustered.
Luffy could have fell out of the sky and fucking... Watch next week, Luffy gets back up, Gear Force, goes into the castle and one-shots Black Mirror for Robin.
Yeah.
Why not at this point? Because it's the same amount of setup. It's the same amount of setup, Eric. Robin makes a declaration
Alright.
that she will help Sanji, right? That she will get the job done. She's a demon child. She will never serve Kaido.
You know,
And then Luffy falls from the sky and one-shots her. And it's the same as this situation.
now let me tell you this. I knew this was coming. Do you know why?
Why?
Because it's a clear as crystal
No.
tool to take them out. Oda wants him to do something else.
But it's so lazy.
That's why she's here.
Oda can't have his cake and eat it too.
We talked about this before.
He cannot do this. If he doesn't want the fight to happen,
I remember this speech. What was this speech about last time?
last week. I said last week, if Big Mom defeats ulti for Nami, I'm gonna be fucking mad, right? And people brushing this away. People saying it doesn't matter.
No one cares about Nami or Usopp.
If this happened to Zoro or Sanji, there would be blood.
Yeah.
There would be blood.
Even Robin.
Even Robin.
There would be blood.
Robin is in the same situation Nami is in.
She's got Brooke.
Exactly. A backup. Whatever. Some people out there say Robin can't get the job done against Black Maria. Okay. Maybe it's the same. Maybe it's the same conversation.
Mm-hmm.
What if someone just comes out of nowhere and defeats Black Maria for Robin? There will be blood in the streets.
Yeah.
Alright? But there is no blood in the streets for Nami. And people out there saying it doesn't matter because it subverts expectations. I say fuck that. I say no. You can't have a character make a statement, make a declaration, make a show of will.
Promise.
A promise. Now, if she lost and had a fight and she lost, fair enough. I don't have a problem with that. Because at least she tried. At least Oda tried. But if she lost, I wouldn't be mad at it. Because I'm like, Nami had the will and the declaration. And she wanted to get the job done.
Have we seen
but she couldn't do it.
Have we seen anything new from Nami? Ever?
I think the tornado temper is new. Gus Sword.
Gus Sword similar.
It's similar, but tornado temper
The
is
colored
bigger.
balls came out.
Sure, the heat and
Cold, yeah.
That's what she hit Doublefinger with. Do you remember?
She has to do climb attack
Do you
as well.
remember in I want to bring up the meme. Do you remember in pre-time skip
I do.
when side characters got fights?
When Nami had no chance.
Is Sanji a side character at this point? Sanji a side character at this point?
Maybe.
Zero conclusive fights from Sanji.
Right.
Why not? It's unfair. It's bullshit.
Alright, so to me, this is another Oda changing his mind in Wano situation.
The next chapter, there's literally the next chapter over he does this.
No, I think this is what I think happened, right? Because we saw early in Onigashima, this fight was established. These two, ulti page 1, Nami Usopp.
Yeah,
established,
but then
as soon as Big
Oda doubles down.
Yeah, but as soon as Big Mom arrived,
once you're page 1, fair enough. You know why fair enough? Because Usopp never made a declaration and never had a character connection and a character motivation.
That was the canary in the coal mine for me.
Sure.
That was clear that Oda had plans for them otherwise.
Yeah.
Now he's like, I'll have Nami make the declaration, show the will, but she's not finding. Because I don't have time, they're going to do something else.
But you do have time. You do have time to make them run around for 5 chapters.
Cut content.
You do have time. You do have time. Don't make this excuse for Oda. Because he's constantly doing this in one.
I'm not saying
I'll get into the topic of the show.
Yeah, I'm not giving him an out, right?
Okay, we'll get
I'm
into
not
the
saying
topic of
it's
the show.
good. I'm saying this is what happened. Cut. Content. The fight was planned. Cut.
You just can't keep on cutting off payoffs.
Christian, because it's clear to me, clear as day.
What?
He put in a lot of effort to establish these fights, right?
Yeah.
A lot of effort for Nami and Usopp to have these fights with Page 1 and Ulti.
Yeah.
And then he ends them now. Cut. Right? I'll use Big Mom, cut him off. Then Kid continues this. Lord Kid continue the fight, regardless. They could have continued this fight on the rooftop with Big Mom. Lord Kid could have done this on the rooftop.
I know.
You know? So this is what it's like with Marco. Something was planned for that. Cut. That letter.
Well, Marco, yeah,
And
Marco
the letter.
turning up letter thing. Yeah.
Cut. Because that's the only explanation that makes logical sense because of the establishment of what happened.
Let's break this down. Let's break this down. Oda broke the cardinal shonen rule. This chapter.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting us hyped for a fight. Week after week, he's showing Nami.
He's giving us updates.
Giving us updates. He's showing Nami, I'm going to get bigger lightning. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Then, Tama gets hurt. She makes a declaration. She has a great character moment. She's got to fight. She wants to fight.
Yeah.
Stolen. See, now I have a problem. Because I was hyped. I was excited. And all this does is get me jaded. Gets me cynical. And I don't want to be in that space. I don't want to be cynical, and I don't want to be jaded.
Christian, this is the thing, right?
Yeah.
To see through the lines, you gotta be neutral. You gotta like, what is the purpose of Big Mom being here, in terms of using her as a tool? Because all characters are tools at the end of the day to drive the plot.
Yeah.
What was the purpose?
But we went through this with Big Mom turned up. She served no purpose. Because at the end of the day, the characters can get the job done. She serves no purpose. Did Oda have to waste 6 pages on this Zeus shenanigans?
When he's clearly not dead.
We'll talk about that later.
Mm-hmm.
But Oda, give the people what they truly want. They don't want Zeus homie drama. They want a Nami fight. Scrap the Zeus shit. Give us 6 pages of Nami fight. Give us half a chapter at least. And then you can maybe...
I'm not sure if it was 6 pages of Zeus.
It was a lot. It was the majority of this chapter.
It was like 3 pages.
It wasn't. It was like half this chapter was Zeus shit. Alright? But Oda's got his priorities wrong. He has. Why we...
I know, we've talked about this before.
Zeus...
It's like...
Who
People say, oh, it's subvert expectations, right? But when the things that need to be subverted and are so obvious and happen...
Oda cuts off the Nami fight in this chapter to give Zeus and Hera and Big Mom all that shit.
If you actually get an Kiku Kanjuro fight, are you going to be alright?
That actually happens.
Yeah.
I'm going to be alright. You know why?
Because apparently that's more...
Because they don't matter.
Apparently that's more...
The scabbards don't matter.
Yeah, apparently that's hot.
And Nami matters. Right?
I don't know, man. But this is the Wano story. Priorities.
I know. We'll get to the topic of the show. It's not done. We're gonna move on.
Like, this is the thing.
We're gonna move on.
Let's look at Odin for a second, right? The fake Odin. Everyone knew it was Kanjuro.
Yeah.
But we dragged that out. No subversion of expectations.
We didn't really drag that. It was a cliffhanger. Then it was resolved the next.
Sure,
chapter.
but the expectations weren't quote unquote subverted, right? But he chooses to do this with Nami.
I know. It's just like...
So, like, it's opposite, like...
We'll get to the topic of the show. It's like, yeah. But, anyway, we get to Zeus shit.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll talk about, people bringing up the raid's gonna fail, all that kind of shit. We'll get into that topic of the show. We'll get into that in questions. There's a lot of questions about that. We'll explain it there.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can't say this arc will be saved by the raid failing and everything is okay because the raid is going to fail. They're going to reset all the fights. That's not good. Either way, that's not good. We'll get into it.
We'll talk about it.
Alright? Because I'm sick of people being like, Wano isn't done because the raid's going to fail and it's going to explain Act 3 away.
Or Act 2.
Or Act 2. Well, we're still in week to week. We're still... Like, even if Nami fights Ulti now, there's still that thing of, like, she's already been defeated. What's the point?
She got a hole through her chest.
Like, the threat and the expectations are lowered because she's already been defeated. We've been through this. If Page 1 gets back up, he's already been defeated by an Emperor, sure, but it's not the same levels of hype. You're reducing characters. You're reducing their status to save time. But, we'll get into it, alright? So, Zeus tries to save Nami, alright? But Zeus is upset because he got replaced by Hera. Big Mom's like, you're a fuck up, I don't want you anymore.
People
Big
say...
nourishment for Hera.
His argument that Zeus did nothing wrong? I mean,
retarded.
Whole Cake Island. He's a dum-dum. Betrayed Big Mom. Should have done this a long time ago.
I agree. Yeah.
Apparently the Dritz, right? Well, this makes no sense. Zeus did nothing wrong. Even though he's an incompetent idiot.
He's an incompetent idiot, and it makes sense for Big Mom because she's a villain. What do people don't understand? That villains do bad things. What do people not understand about that?
Confusing that Oda decided to put real effort into Zeus dying.
Alright, we'll go through it. Is he dead? Big Mom rips the soul out.
What's the point of this character if he's dead? Is it just to nerf Zeus so like Nami can train with Zeus and then he turns into a big cloud eventually? And
It's like some weird plot line with like Big Mom and her villainous side and her childlike side and her, because it's her soul.
but there was no bond with Nami to begin with.
There was a little bit in like the start of Wano when they were working together in like the castle, a little bit. But again, it goes back to the whole thing about Wano. But
So the balls get in Hera's mouth with Zeus.
Zeus is in there. Hera says, "I feel the power. I feel the ray, the power flow through me." Now that could be the black balls, but that also could be Zeus being eaten, right? Now, via weird Big Mom's soul manipulation bullshit, he could be alive in Hera's stomach, and then they defeat Hera, separating Zeus from Hera. There's all kinds of ways.
Or he just kind of is a little thundercloud thing.
Yeah, like there's all kinds of ways we can get around this.
Very little soul.
But Nami rejects Zeus. Nami's like, nah. You tried to kill me. I'm not having any of this.
Last second gets in there.
Sure. Last second, she tries to give him a little parting gift. But Big Mom rips the soul out or damages the soul. So
Very weak.
he's kind of fucked. The soul's dripping out of him.
Now, Silvers gives us $5, Christian. He says, my heart hurts at the possibility of Nami keeping Zeus. I hate the idea of Big Mom's soul being taken so easily whenever it's Big Mom or a small piece of the soul.
Yeah, I've talked about this before. I don't like...
Thank you for the $5, Silvers. We appreciate it.
I've talked about this before, but like I said last week, if Nami gets Zeus now, it's kind of justified because of all the shit they've been through and like Big Mom rejecting Zeus and doesn't want him anymore and all that kind of shit. So I'm like, yeah, I'm fine with it now. But Nami should have learned from Zeus how to do techniques, and I've said that so many
It didn't
times.
happen, Christian.
It might have happened. We don't know that it didn't happen.
We haven't seen any.
We have seen nothing.
Has the Climate Tech had the new Climate Tech have any new techniques other than
It like
to extend?
extends.
Listen. Alright, so this is my thoughts on it. Oda's nerfing Zeus so Nami can't fly.
So it's like a little tiny
Yeah.
lightning cloud.
And then eventually she'll fly.
Whatever. Like, is Zeus dead? Maybe. But there's like 1,000 soul bullshit ways for him to come back. So
strange if he's dead.
maybe Oda's had enough of like Zeus being gimped and shit. He's like, fuck this character.
But Hera's the same thing.
But Hera's smart.
Brooke can cut her.
But Hera's smart.
She would still get caught by a kid.
Yeah, but he's not. She's not gonna get manipulated by the black balls and shit. Oda's like, I'm buffing Big Mom.
Big
What?
Mom's
Wait.
stronger.
I'm buffing Big Mom.
Right.
Okay.
But more powerful. We saw that with the first attack.
The combination attack with the
Yeah.
fire and the lightning, and I don't know what Napoleon did, but yeah,
I think it's like a swing kind of thing.
it's like a bow and arrow.
She's like that, and then it comes down.
But then the fucking sword out of it. I don't.
Yeah, I know. It's like a throw thing, and it launches, but then whatever.
Like the swords through the mouth.
Weird
I
drawing
don't
thing, but whatever.
Did Master Cannon
Very powerful. Attack.
very powerful.
She also remember the first time she threw Hera, testing her out. Fucking blew a hole through
Yeah.
the fucking entire skull.
And now apparently Hera is even more powerful.
Because she ate his soul.
Exactly.
So,
Quote unquote.
Doesn't affect Luffy.
No.
So, irrelevant. But,
So there's that whole thing there. And then Kid comes in and slays and distracts Big Mom. Wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. So Big Mom, Nami also run with Tama.
Big Mom picks her
Big
up.
Mom picks up Tama, says, "Don't run away from me.
They're bad people.
They're bad people." And then Tama goes and runs away. Big Mom mad. Big Mom upset.
I'm going to kill all
You
you.
ran away from me. Now I'm gonna kill all
I
of
hate
you.
when people do that. You're all dead. Good person, Christian.
See, this is what I was talking about with Mother Mode and shit. She has her own internal logic. Stop with what about Momo? What about this character? What about that character?
Yeah.
No. She cares about her friends, and Tama abandoned her. Now she's mad.
Until you fuck her up. Consistent with
Okay, Colin?
Whole Cake Island, fucking Chiffon,
Yeah.
and Lola.
Yeah.
She's on your side until you fuck her up. Now, why didn't she kill Pudding for fucking up? She does hate her, though.
Well, she doesn't know Pudding fucked up. What do you mean? Like,
Yeah, but she's still kind of salty that the eye thing's on the thing yet.
well, she didn't fuck it up. She's still trying to
The
develop
waiting
it.
and all that shit. But anyway.
She didn't fuck it up. But
Um,
she was crazed and shit. I don't fucking know. You know?
Yeah, she's super narcissist, only cares about what she thinks. She doesn't consider
what
anything.
she thinks is right, which is what her character is.
And she hates the Straw Hats, so what's going to change that?
Nothing.
Sanji baked the cake, so?
I don't give a fuck.
Sanji, the Straw Hats betray them over and over again. She is not thankful for anyone.
Yeah, legit. Well, she is until you fuck her over.
And the Straw Hats have done that many times over.
The Straw Hats fucked her over,
Yeah.
so I don't think so. But then Kid comes in, distracts Big Mom, slams her into the ground, does no damage.
He's a very powerful man, Christian. We always said his strength is very high.
He's got the power, but he can't do damage to Emperors.
Haki. I still haven't seen Haki from Kid.
I know, Eric. I'm aware.
People claiming he's got Rio because of the aura around his wrist.
No.
Not buying it.
But Big Mom wasn't even damaged by it anyway.
Yeah.
So even if it was Rio, it did nothing.
Like, Kid, this is why Kid will not surpass anyone. He has a high physical strength. We knew that kind of.
And perhaps X Factor with the
metal stuff.
With the metal stuff and the gadgets and shit.
Right, but you need the Haki, son. No penetration damage. You can pick up Kaido. You're not doing anything.
Yeah. And that Law's going to come in and distract Big Mom even more. Now, we were talking about this last week. Kid's going to come in and distract Big Mom.
Oh, telegraphed, yes.
Which we could have done 8 pages ago. I got the Nami fight.
Yeah.
And people acted like, well, what was Big Mom going to do? It happened in the same chapter. Where she gets distracted from the killing of Straw Hats by Kid.
Man in the chat asked, why do you need Haki if you got strong metal? Penetration damage.
Well, Emperors, it's all about...
Literally Emperors.
Literally every...
And maybe the ancient Zoans, King.
Sure,
Queen.
but I'm sure he's got enough power to do something. Mm-hmm. But Emperors, basically.
Yeah.
Like Kaido and Big Mom.
We're talking about Emperors at this point. Yeah. And maybe the Admirals.
Sure. But, there you go. There's that little bit.
Not necessarily sure Kid's fast either. So we might have issues
we don't really
with
know.
Speedman. He's a big man, big lumbering attacks.
That's like a One Piece game bullshit thing with like Jinbei slow in One Piece games. Where he's not slow.
Big Mom's not quick.
On Hera, maybe.
Sure.
Alright?
That running form, don't forget.
Don't forget it, alright? Don't forget the running form. Alright. So,
alright.
We go to the rooftop.
Luffy's dead.
Luffy got cocky. He got his new power up, got cocky. Kaido's like, no.
He's like, I should have slit your throat. Now people are going to actually think he can win.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should have.
Maybe he knocked him off. I don't know if he threw him off. Maybe he hit him with the mace, knocked him off. Sure. Yeah.
Who knows?
But Kaido wins round 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kaido wins round 3. Kaido round one
W.
in Udon. He won round 2 in... Luffy got knocked... Does that count? Luffy getting knocked down and getting back up?
Well, with the
Rangaraku.
Yeah.
And now Kaido's won round 3. And... Luffy's knocked out falling towards the ocean.
Apparently people don't like the Viz translation of the rooftop and everyone's saying they liked it. So I know what this guy's talking about,
It's the same. Saying people cling to faith.
Cling to hope.
Same shit. Yeah.
Humans have too much hope. That's a problem. Hey, Kaido, what are you?
No. Yeah, he's a jaded human.
You gonna tell us about that?
No.
Alright. So, chapter was, I was mad last week about the situation, so I'm not mad this week, because I knew it was coming.
No, I'm still mad. Because it's not acceptable.
It isn't acceptable.
It's even worse than the Usopp one. Because Usopp had no connection.
Christian, all the hate came out of my heart last week. You still were clinging to something.
Because the Nami hope.
I know.
Now, I don't want to get cynical, I don't want to get jaded, because this is where it leaves us. Where it's like, is anything sacred anymore? Can anything just be switched on its head and ruined because Oda doesn't feel like doing it anymore? That's what it feels like. That's what it legitimately feels like.
We'll get into it in Tokyo Show.
Yeah, but I can't give this chapter more than a 5 out of 10 for
that.
Yeah,
if Christian would give it a 5, I'll probably give it a 6.
Just... The rest of the chapter, everything that I wanted to happen, happened.
It's fine.
Alright, if the Nami shit, it would have been great. Would have been one...
We'll talk about it in Tokyo Show in a minute. Now, so, Oda taketh from Usopp and Nami. What are they going to do now? Then they're going to the stage, apparently. Now,
people are going to bring up, what if they get back up and they refight? Okay.
Why?
All right. But
What's so
but we're
important?
here. We're in the here and now. We're doing weekly reviews. This is what it is. So for now, I'm mad.
How long is this arc gonna go? Seriously, if they get fucking
Well,
back
there's
up,
no way we're finishing
like
Wano
for
this
fuck's
year.
sake,
Why not finishing this year?
end it.
People say, but Oda's saving time by not giving us these fights. No, we've been through this multiple times. In Wano.
He's choosing the wrong things again and again and again.
Maybe it's a disconnect.
He's
I don't know,
he's
man.
making the wrong 50-50 calls. Where most of the time he makes the right. Cut this.
Like we've talked
this.
about this before, but we'll talk about it on the show. We're moving on. All right.
What do we
Chapter-
think? What do we think about Luffy? What do we think about that situation?
Luffy will be saved. The
Momo.
The fucking raid's not failing, please. If the raid fails, like, Act 2 means literally nothing. And I'm not against the crew failing in ways, but then we just bring on more questions.
Who's gonna save Onigashima falling onto the capital?
And if
Sort of
they fail,
questions. Then we're gonna reset. That's what.
we're gonna train, we're gonna reset. All the samurai are dead, the prophecy.
What if will Shanks save this arc by finding Koda for Luffy? Is that enough hype to save the arc?
It's so high, but it's the same problem. But it's Shanks, you know what I mean?
Pull the lever. Pull the trigger to save Wano.
Luffy has to go.
Listen, we had endless hype from say 1000 to 1006 or 7.
Yeah.
Now we're kind of in the doldrums of can we, you know?
Not even, dude. Like, you're just hitting me in the dick. You're getting me hyped, and then you're punching me in the dick.
Yeah.
That's what's happening.
All right, so Momo's gonna save Luffy. Yes.
When you do the voice of all things, you probably sense Luffy.
He has
falling.
that HP sense capabilities. He can sense
Sure.
the HP bar.
So Momo coming in using the cloud, saving Luffy, bringing him in.
Do you reckon Buttermo is freaking out about this video record? Because it's probably gone back and forth of dying and then...
The Grand Fleet
healing.
coming in. Yeah, the Grand Fleet. There's multiple options to save Luffy. He just
What if
wakes
Luffy
up
lands on the Big Mama Shanto cushion
and knocks it off.
and then Katakuri's on that ship?
Oh, yes. That's hype. Alright, that's pure hype. Alright?
Alright, so this is what I think is going to happen. Somehow all the Straw Hats are going to go up to the roof at the same time. This time.
You're on this.
Yeah.
I'm not on this. You know why I'm not on this? Because I don't think Oda cares about giving the Straw Hats this kind of moment. I'm being honest. I don't think Oda cares. Because we're all back down in the fucking
Even
hole.
Luffy probably as well.
We all know Luffy's going
Luffy,
back up.
Zoro, down, big problem.
Big problem. They'll be back up. You know. But it's just like it's hard.
Christian, you can't not take the opportunity to have all Straw Hats fight Kaido for a bit. That's a massive opportunity. That's legendary status.
Yeah, it's hype, it's exciting, but you know how Oda is. He loves to move chess pieces around. Is he gonna waste 10 chapters of getting everyone up there? You know.
Will Big Mom just run around one-shotting all the Straw Hats' problems and then they go on the rooftop?
Probably, man. Like, we've got Ken Law here to stall her, so that's fine. Yamato probably gonna engage Kaido very soon.
Engage their backstory.
Engage that backstory, and then we'll find out what happens to Luffy. Is this the end of Act 3? Are we doing that? Maybe. Does Act 4 start with Kaido's flashback and Yamato? Maybe. We'll see.
This is an opportunity to end it.
It is an opportunity to end it. Luffy, quote-unquote, failing. But yeah. Alright. There we go. There it is. We're going to move on to the next part of the show. How strong is Shanks? How strong is Shanks? Every week, we come to you with the question of, how strong is Shanks?
Mm-hmm.
And every week we answer, Shanks is the strongest, Shanks is the God King. Alright? But, there are people out there I think Kato's the strongest. I think Drake is the strongest. I think Blackbeard's the strongest. I think Sweatiest Man on the planet, Alkain, is the strongest. Never forget Marineford.
Never forget.
There are people that think Mihawk is strongest, and worse than more, there are people that think Armor is the strongest. And they're all wrong, they're all incorrect. And every week we bring 100% factual evidence to the table.
Fact.
This is what evidence is. So it's just so strong that if he beat Ulti for Nami, it would have been hype. Divine departure, Eric.
Correct.
Just coming through Ulti, you know. But it wasn't. Alright. Shake is the strongest. Shake is the God King. Moving on to the topic of the show, payoffs and setups. Alright? We're gonna get into it. It's gonna get fucking heated. So it is what it is.
We'll see what happens.
We have talked about this before. This has been the topic of the show before. Maybe 6 months ago.
Relevant again.
Relevant again. Oda's biggest mistake in Wano. Constantly setting up, and when it comes time to pay it off, we skip, we cut, we're left unsatisfied, we're left wanting more. We're left being like, why did you do that? Why are we doing this to me? Can you stop doing this? It's annoying as fuck.
etc. Yeah.
Why set something up if you're not going to pay it off? And you can put the effort in to pay it off. He puts so much effort into setting shit up and no effort into paying it off. Why? Why are we wasting our time? If the payoffs aren't there, cut it from the fucking story. I'm sick of it at this point. It's been this the entirety of Wano. The entirety of Wano.
Well, for me, there's...
It's bad at payoffs. Sure, we'll get the big Luffy payoff, and maybe we'll get the big Sanji payoff, and maybe we'll get the big Zoro payoff. You can maybe argue that we've already got the big Zoro payoff. Right?
This is what I'll say.
But why is he doing this and why?
It's
a fucking waste of time.
Remember when we counted the plot points in Act 2 and there was like 40 something?
Yeah.
I'd say half of those were dropped.
Or had shit payoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe maybe a couple had good payoffs, right?
Alright, let's just break it down.
I can't even remember Act 2, to be honest. There was like
Wano.
blueprint shit.
We're talking about minor shit there. The major shit.
But it all, like, they're 50-50 plays, right? You can either fuck it up or it comes off, right? We don't expect all of them to come off gloriously, Christian.
Yeah.
They're not there. It's complex. There's many things happening. We've said this many times. Simplify it, please.
Yeah.
We don't need all these plot points, right? But anyway, that aside, they're 50-50 plays. Now, Oda, a master. Whole Cake Island. There were 50-50 plays. He made them happen. He paid them off, right? Some not, some yes.
It's a 100% Wano problem of just having shit payoffs.
We flipped the coin, right? If you flip... They used to be 75-25. In 75% hitting.
I don't want to talk about... I just want to give clear examples of Wano because we're talking about percentages.
There's so
and bullshit.
many.
The major ones I've written down. The first one being the amount of effort put into the trader plotline.
Yep.
The amount of time spent on the trader plotline, which is still going. And no one gives a flying fuck.
Mm-hmm.
We said this at the time. The trader cannot be anyone important or anyone relevant because it would make no sense. Oda would not let it go. He keeps on doing it, and then it's revealed to be Conjurer. No one cared. And then Conjurer seemingly died. No one cared. And now Conjuro's back up, and still no one cares.
And apparently Kiku's gonna kill him.
It was a bad payoff. The traitor plotline, no one cared, no one still cares, and now we have to waste more time doing this traitor plotline with Conjuro instead of giving Nami a fight. We'll go back into Act 2. Law versus Hawkins. They've had so many clashes, so many intense moments of staring each other down.
Audience is interested, intrigued.
At masterminding each other. And then it skipped, and we don't see what the fuck happens.
And it's not picked up in Onigashima.
And now it's not picked up in Onigashima. Hawkins is fighting Killer. What the fuck?
We expected Law to big brain play Hawkins. Hawkins comes on our side. That's what we expected.
Sure, and it would have been hype, would have been good. But no, we skipped the fight. We don't get to see Law outplay Hawkins. It's just ended in an unsatisfying way.
Mm-hmm.
All this tension, all this build-up, bad payoff.
Instead, we're going to see Frankie run around.
And then Jinbei returns with nothing. Nothing happened. Oh, I'm going to have a cliffhanger of an entire arc.
A speech from Luffy.
A speech from Luffy, you better come back. And then Jinbei comes back, nothing happened. Now, there still might be some bullshit. Jinbei was lying.
He was just late. He was just late.
He was just late.
You had to pay out to have a party.
He had to have a party. He was 2 weeks late, and now he's here. Where's the payoff? There's no payoff there. Mm-hmm. Then we have Marco and his note. I'm not going to go. I'm going to give Luffy this note. And the note says,
I'm going to be late.
I'm going to be late to get Izo. You said you weren't coming, Marco. Now you're late. Another stupid, lame payoff that no one cared about. Mm-hmm. Right? Odin versus Kaido. We had 10 chapters of a flashback build-up to Odin versus Kaido.
Yes.
And then we get one panel of a mediocre slash. No hype. No payoff.
No glowing Enma.
No.
Like he gave Zoro.
No. The Minx versus Jack. A payoff meant for Zoe. One tiny panel of an explosion. And they win.
Yeah.
The power scaling, that's fine. I don't care about the power scaling here. We're talking about satisfying payoffs.
Show us the attack.
Show us the attack. Show us dialogue. Show us them doing some nasty shit to Jack to get revenge. Whatever. Show us a payoff. No. No payoffs. No payoffs here, Wano. Just all set up. No payoff. Like, how many... And then we got Usopp at page 1. Usopp's working something out here. He's trying his traps. He's doing all that he can. Big Mom comes in, one-shots
We saw some new moves. That,
sure.
You know, it's looking... Usopp's got some new stuff. What can he do?
Yeah. And then we get Nami and Ulti, which to me is the worst one. Again, we set it up. We have character depth, character motivation to beat Ulti.
We remember Punk Hazard in a fucking Arlong Park.
We remember Nami's character. We're hyped for Nami. She's going to get it done. She's going to get a great win.
We believe in the Straw Hats.
We believe in Nami. And then Oak takes it away to save quote-unquote time, because that's the only reason.
But he cannot drop the Big Mom, Udon, Amnesia, Red Beam Pace plotline.
Is this the payoff for that?
He can't drop it.
That's the lame payoff for that.
See, he picks and chooses. Why is he picking and choosing?
He does this so much in Wano, where it's like, I'm just gonna keep on hitting this plot point, and then when it's time to get to the payoff, I'm gonna skip it. The payoff is what matters. At the end of the day, the payoff is what's going to be remembered about that plot line. Oh, do you remember all that shit with Nami and Ulti, them going back and forth, and then Nami finally gets the win after struggling for so long, after using her intellect, using her skills, maybe going outside and using the weather of the clouds or Onigashima, doing some crazy shit. It would have been hype as fuck. And we would have remembered Onigashima for it. But what are we left with? Big Mom taking out an opponent that can't even hurt her? It's not even hype for Big Mom. It's like, yeah, Big Mom wouldn't want to.
It's not Queen. She fucked up Queen already.
Yeah,
of course she's going to destroy Ulti.
It's not hype. It's anti-hype. Is this Oda just showing us what Hera can do? Like, It's just like he can't keep on doing this. If he does this to Black Maria and Robin, then people are gonna be mad.
Right.
Alright?
So
I'm mad right now
what-
because I care about Nami. Am I the only one who cares about Nami here?
I
Am I
want
the
to
only
see it.
one?
I want to see it.
Am I the only one? Now one of the great Straw Hats gets robbed,
Third most popular.
right?
So you're not the only one.
And then I get jaded, then I get cynical, and I don't want to be that. I don't want to be jaded, I don't want to be cynical. But this is what happens when Oda keeps on doing this.
So let's take account of what is established and what we need to pay off. Right?
Yeah.
Frankie Sasuke.
Sure.
He should win.
Get
That fight shouldn't be interrupted.
Yeah.
We got the whole Yamato plotline. Now, if that isn't fucking concluded, we wasted like 10 chapters.
Yamato's a waste of a character if it doesn't get concluded.
And there isn't an
Legit.
establishment of character or motivation.
Because, Yamato's character is based off her relationship with Kaido. And if that interaction never happens, then Yamato is never an established character. And this is the only time it's going to happen.
Why, Wano's...
It's just annoying,
Man,
dude.
why did
I
he
don't want to be
choose-
annoyed.
But why does he choose to...
I
He
know.
drops the ultimate Nami fight and continues the Big Man Amnesia stuff.
I know. He's pick and choosing the wrong things. Legitimately.
He can't have Conjuro die.
I know. Now we're going to do that. Now we're going to go over and kill Conjuro. And extend the traitor plotline.
He can't have the Scabbards stay down.
No, they're going to come back, Eric. They're going to come back.
You're wasting panel time.
Legit waste of panel time.
Have them stay down. Have Jack stay down. Inu is fighting Jack. We're just going to see the conclusion of that.
Or we're just going to see Sanji one-shot him.
Too many characters. He's obsessed with the Scabbards. He thinks they're working. Look at the ranking of the Scabbards in the popularity poll.
The highest ranking
Odin
Scabbard
is like 60.
The highest ranking Scabbard is Kiku, which is like 48. No one cares about these fucking
Now-
Scabbards.
Well, fucking Dofi's brother, fucking
Corazon.
Corazon, top 10, remembered forever.
Great payoff.
Odin, so much effort. He
And
keeps
this
on
is what annoys me the most. Oda is normally the master of payoff.
Yeah. Look at Odin.
Except for Wano.
All of Act 1, talking about Odin. All of Act 2, every character, Odin.
Yeah.
The intrigue, the mystery. This man is legendary. We get to the flashback. It's about wiping Roger.
Hype as fuck.
Hype as fuck. Not going to take anything away from that.
Yeah.
Right? But Odin, his attacks weren't even hype. Like, his feats were not hype because they weren't drawn well.
The worst part of Wano is the payoffs. And
And as a result...
and the ripple effect.
And his motivations are confusing. His character's confusing. Why did you do that? What's the plan with, like... What is the
Yeah, we
substance?
talked about it so many
All
times.
this stuff, and it's reflected in the popularity poll.
Yeah.
He's maybe the most effort Oda's put into a character in Wano.
He should be top 10.
He should be top 20 at least,
Yeah.
right? He's like 50 something.
He's not that. Is he that low?
He's very low.
Correct us, chat. But
What is Odin in the popularity poll?
24. He's not that low.
Odin's 24.
He should be top 20, but you know.
And what are the Scabbards? What's Kinemon?
Kiku's like Kuki's the next one is like 48. But anyway, the point still stands. Like if Oda doesn't pay off a plotline, the ripple
Yamato
effect-
is like 12.
I don't know. You're crazy. Eric. It causes ripple effects throughout the story. Ripple effects.
Just make the right decision, man.
Just give the people... You can't... Like, Oda wants both. Oda wants to give Nami some hype, character, decoration, hype moment.
It's 50-50. He's trying to give her the will, but not actually have her do it.
And then he skips all the important stuff, which is the fight, which is the payoff.
Christian,
which is
let
the
me say,
fight.
actions speak louder than words.
She was trying... It's not her fault. Big Mom comes... It's not like she
Show her
stopped
will and
attacking.
determination. Was this an opportunity for her to awaken Haki in this fight?
Whatever. Anything is possible. But now it's wasted opportunity.
Where's Usopp's haki? Where's Usopp's ability?
Like in Whole Cake Island, right?
Can he not see Luffy?
Let's take Dressrosa. Let's take Dressrosa for example. Usopp being a coward, running away, learning that, you know, what he has to be, what he is to Luffy, unlocking observation, having one of the great Usopp moments when he snipes Sugar, realizing his position in the crew, his dedication to Luffy, the awakening of observation haki. Hype as fuck. Would it have been hype if Law just killed Sugar and Usopp did nothing? No, it would have been shit. And that whole plot line would have been shit because there would have been no great payoff with Usopp. There would have been no point to go to Usopp. There would have been no point to him running away and doing all that cowardly shit if the payoff wasn't him unlocking observation and being a fucking hype master. But now, here we are.
You can't sense Luffy at this moment. You can't
Whatever.
sense what's going on the rooftop. Like, it's all this stuff, man. Like, we're still here for the Kaido fight. Well, you know, the big players. You look forward to Yamato.
It's just disappointing, dude. Like,
but all the small stuff. Like, does he not care about Nami and Usopp anymore? Does he not care about Frankie? Does he not care about Robin?
he
Does he not care
can
about
just
Brook?
he can just Rosa. Alright, he gave Story's moment. He kind of gave Robin her moment, whatever. That was kind of, kind of shitty, but, you know. Gave fucking Usopp his moment. Gave Frankie his moment. It's in your pink fight. It's in your pink.
No.
Imagine we had all that Senor Pink shit, and then Doflamingo just shoots him and he dies.
See, and Oda has the ability. He made Brule into a good character with 2 panels.
Yeah.
He made Senor Pink into a legendary character with like half a page.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, who is this idiot, dumb, pervert man?
Yeah.
Turns into a legitimate character. But like, this is Wano. You have the hype, stupid hype.
Your imagination, here's the bad thing about Wano. And you can't say this for the rest of One Piece. Your imagination for Wano is better than the outcome.
And it used to be the opposite.
And it used to be the opposite. Oda used to do great things, great payoffs. You're thinking about fights and how they're going to go. You're always thinking about the payoffs. No one thinks about the setup. No one's looking forward to the setup. Everyone's looking forward to the payoffs. You're thinking, oh, Nami's going to get this fight. It's going to be so epic. She's going to get this. She's going to do that. It's going to be great. And then Oda's like, no, this happens. And you're like, why was my imagination better? Do you know how hype the conclusion to the Katakuri fight was?
Yeah.
Oda surpassed my imagination. And that's what he used to do. But in Wano, this is what it is.
Now,
That's enough for that. This is enough.
now people out there saying...
We said our piece.
People out there saying, you know, we're done, we're giving up. No.
No.
We're still... The Kaido fight's good.
We have to get mad. And we have to unleash the anger.
We're still here for the Kaido fight.
Alright.
And that's, at the end of the day, that's what it's about.
Yeah.
Because long ago, all the characters, like most of the characters were botched coming into this raid. Alright,
Yeah.
let's be honest. We talked about this with Morge, he was upset. He was also waiting for the Scabbards to become characters. Never happened.
Alright, enough of this shit.
But
Alright,
like,
please.
whatever. We're here to see the conclusion of all the stuff that's happened. As the dominoes fall, some will be good, some will be bad.
Yeah.
We want to see more good than bad. Because the Kaido fight has... The Kaido conclusion, and the conclusion of Wano has to be legendary. And I think it will be. I'm still here. I still think the ending will be legendary. And all the conclusions from the ending.
Yeah, I mean, it better be. That's all I'm saying. Because, yeah. A story... Look at Game of Thrones. Shit ending, everyone hates the entire series. And that's how it is. Look at Attack on Titan. Controversial ending, half the people hate the series now.
Mm-hmm.
It's about how you end it and how you pay things
You
off.
gotta land the plane.
You gotta land the plane. Alright, and that's what it is. Alright, and we said our piece. Let's move on. Alright, there's questions about this shit as well, so, let's just move on. Thunderdome.
What we got this week?
We got Katakuri versus Law. Questions from Mr. Law.
Now, the Haki Yonko rule doesn't apply. Or does it?
He can't. Law's defense has become into question sometimes.
The curtain.
But now we have defensive feats that are very impressive.
Some have survived the Thunderbug off.
So
Don't know what
I think it skimmed him. I'm gonna say it wasn't a direct hit.
How? It hit him directly. What do you mean?
Yeah, but it didn't hit him in the head, all that kind of shit.
His sword was out, maybe.
His sword was out. You didn't kind of really see a hit.
Antibacterial curtain, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, what is that?
Law's defense has been answered.
Okay.
All right. And now, does the observation haki really matter when he's trapped inside the room?
It's always a hard question with Law.
You know what I mean? Because even if Katakuri senses the attack, the room is an AoE. It is encapsulating Katakuri.
Right.
So even if he dodges, does that matter? Right? But
Can he be split?
I mean, Law split does nothing.
All right, listen. We need the gamma knife
To hit.
To hit. That's all we need. Theoretically.
All right. Now
He might be able to reattach himself with mochi strings, Christian.
Now, here's the thing, right? If Katakuri is teleported via, shambles, would he sense that? But would he be able to do anything about that? Can you block the shambles?
Is he quick enough? Not quick enough with Doflamingo.
Doflamingo's not quick enough to,
He got.
anticipate the
But
shambles.
this is Dressrosa Law. Now we're talking about.
We're talking about Wano Law,
We're
which is
talking
a
about
different,
Wano Law.
different case, different beast. All right. The heart says Katakuri, but I don't know now that Law's on the rooftop. He's doing impressive shit. But if he lands Gamma Knife, because technically Katakuri is not a Logia. There's fucking questions about that shit, all that kind of bullshit. But yeah, if he's tanking Kaido's shit, he could tank Katakuri's
Law big
shit.
brain player.
Yeah.
The only thing that I see the trouble with is speed. Power.
But he can instantly teleport.
He can.
And his room kind of negates power, quote unquote. Kind of, you know what I mean?
Counter shock doing anything. Injection shot doing anything.
The problem with Katakuri is you have to hit him. With the future sight. The question is, does the Devil Fruit counter the future sight? That's the questions. Right?
$5 from Heavy. Notice me, Senpai. You are noticed.
There you go. I think... is Law on that first commander level? That's the question we have to ask.
Well, Lord, this is the hard thing because people are saying, if Luffy can dodge Katakuri, Law should be able to. But Luffy could dodge Doflamingo. Law couldn't.
But we're talking about a Wano Law, which is a different animal.
I know, it's hard.
Alright?
We haven't really, it's hard because if he fought Queen, maybe we could judge, but he's fighting Kaido with 3 other dudes.
And Big Mom.
4 other dudes.
And Big Mom.
Yeah. And it's a team thing. He's a support man. Works
Sure.
very well as a support man.
Yeah, the question of the solo fight.
Is difficult.
Yeah.
Antibacterial, some defensive feat going on there.
And he takes Bagua. Can't forget. And he's seemingly fine, running around.
Right.
Alright? Zolo, on the other hand.
It's always very damaged.
Alright. So, the heart says Katakuri. Just because of what we've seen.
It's fucking hard because of Laws right now.
Yeah. Well, right now.
Because he's buffed.
Yeah.
Did he actually beat Hawkins or did Drake just smash him in the back?
That's the thing. Okay, that goes back to what we've been saying, alright? Well, So, I'm going to have to say Katakuri. And the Awake, we didn't bring up the Awakening.
Sure, but does Room counter that?
Maybe, but he still has to sense the Mochi coming in.
It's also does Katakuri have the haki to prevent the Room? Inconclusive.
Well, Doflamingo can block Law slashes with Haki coding, so...
Yeah. Katakuri should be able to.
Yeah.
But should still be able to be shambled because Doflamingo is able to be shambled.
Yeah. I mean, Emperors were a different fucking thing, you know?
Too happy to be shambled.
Right. There you go. There's the powers. There's the sun.
Katakuri wins, but Law
Maybe.
inconclusive.
It's getting closer.
Yeah.
Questions? Questions.
Yes.
We're here. Before we get to the questions, like the stream. You know, might as well say that now.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. Alright. From Ron Gamer. Not a question, but my headcanon. Is Lucky Roo based off Lucky Luke, a European cartoon cowboy I watched growing up? Lucky Luke is so fast to draw he could turn around and shoot his own shadow dead before it can even react.
Quick draw.
Now, I'm going to say he's based off the big Atlas guy more than anything.
I don't know.
Maybe. He's got he's got that kind of...
Maybe.
I don't know about this
Maybe it could
Lucky
be.
Luke European cartoon. I don't know about this one.
No context for that.
No contest for that. But
Perhaps.
maybe, perhaps. I'll go ahead and call it the Lucky Roo is even faster than Kizaru. I mean, he did teleport.
The whole
And
crew-
Cap.
Yeah, sure.
And Cap, what's his face? The bandit. So,
Random goon.
the random goon to the bandit.
Yeah.
He just did execute him.
Mm-hmm.
So, Lucky Roo raw. Lucky Roo is raw.
Yeah.
Can't forget that.
Can't forget. And now he's got a cape.
That's true. Alright. From Pirate Kingu. People want stakes, so Oda threw in the MC off a floating island. Glad that we could be over the mainland, all that kind of shit, you know. What are your thoughts on the significance of Onigashima landing in the Flower Capital? Well, it's a more of a show of force for Kaido, like the significance of it. But is Oda gonna make Luffy fail and kill all the citizens of Wano? Because like even Ebisu Town's there, and it's shown that the Wano people are actually good, which is like,
Another meme.
yeah, and they actually love Odin, and then they've just been keeping it secret.
Every Fire Festival they have a fight of Odin.
Yeah.
Give me a break.
They actually love Odin, so they're quote unquote good people. So Oda killing them, it's unlikely. Yeah, I don't know. There's this series that Momo will lift it, Momo will save it.
Maybe Luffy will lift it now.
Just go Gear 4 and fucking punch it in the
Just
air.
hold it.
I mean, someone's got to fight Kaido, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well, while Yamato's talking, Luffy can hold it.
yeah. From Mini Mingo, or Mini Mango. Do you think Nami's gonna get Hera after Big Mom goes down, or was this chapter Oda's way of saying Nami is for sure not getting Zeus? Well, there's multiple options there. There's not one or the
He's
other.
still on the... I mean,
I don't think she's getting Hera.
she'll get Zeus. She'll get a weak Zeus.
I'm not convinced. I never really enjoyed.
It would be strange to kill Zeus
Yeah,
forever.
but I never really enjoyed
Yeah, but
the
that's-
Nami Zeus dynamic.
But that's because you're dumb.
And I wanted Nami. We've
Shout
talked about this so many times.
Shout out Nami's staff skills.
Nami staff skills.
Still unseen.
When will I drink the delicious nectar of hype for Nami? When will it happen, Eric? The Robin fans seemingly getting their drink.
We haven't seen anything yet.
Getting their sweet nectar
we
of
just, we
hype.
just cut and Black Mirror is dead.
Why not at this point, There you go. Alright. From Nylon D.
I hope we get a 10 chapter Kiku versus
Conjuro.
Conjuro.
Oh, that'll get me enraged. Right. From Nylon D. Allen. Do you think the following Wano mysteries will be revealed through Toki? Country of Gold, Seastone Origin, Zoro and the Shimasuki clan. Unusual Wano geography, the continent puller, and potential Oni descendants, the Kazuki, their poneglyphs, and isolationist policy. Wow.
So many interesting things that were not touched on.
During Act 1, I was saying, you know, I thought this arc was going to be about, isolationists versus open borders, that kind of theme. Oda basically didn't touch it. Even in the Wano flashback.
But Christian, I'm pretty
Oda
sure that
flashback.
Wano's theme is Black Blades.
Oh, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's actually betrayal. Which is,
Yeah.
Okay, but
This Periscope, right? Anyway.
betrayal and
Yeah.
that kind of shit. And
All those
scheming and
plot
shit.
points are interesting. All those questions are interesting, yet
No, it's-
we got to see Big Mom walk around with Tama.
There's a lot of interesting questions. I think this is going to be a massive
Law dump coming.
epilogue with Wano. Of like the fucking law dump. All that kind of shit.
We were in a factory that makes fine crafted weapons with Hyogoro the flower. And yet no details on any fine
Sea stone. Yeah, it would be interesting, but maybe, right? Mm-hmm. From Harvest and Berry. Why is Kaido only strong when he's off screen? Well, he one-shot Luffy on screen. So,
Mm-hmm.
there you go. From Dart King. We still haven't gotten an official Oda box for Kaido's Devil Fruit. Do you think Oda is waiting for a Kaido flashback to reveal the Devil Fruit? We haven't got an Oda box, but Big Mom confirmed it.
Do we get an Oda
And
box
it
for
was
Big
a-
Mom?
No, King Bomb just said it.
Right.
The fruit. So it's been said in story and out of story somewhere. Somewhere it's been said.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the fish fruit. So Big Mom apparently gave it to her.
Will we get answers to that? That's something we want to see.
We need that kind of fight. We've been saying it for so long, but we need that Rocks flashback.
Yeah, we need. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. From Bushido Brown. If all the Flying Seas commanders and Kaido are awakened, does that mean they'll have to get knocked out 3x times for them to stay
Shout
down?
out Zone Awakening community thing.
It's not a community thing. It's in canon.
Impact Dan meme.
I mean, Ashura wasn't a meme until Oda brought it back.
It wasn't a meme. It was real.
It was a meme.
I mean,
It's basically equal
so
time.
we're assuming that they have the power to control it.
The more Awakening, Zone Awakening was mentioned, right?
Yeah.
After
I'm never. Really...
Ashura, and Ashura came back. I think he's come back. I think.
So
Awakening's
you're saying
come back.
Kaido will awaken?
Luffy's coming down. He's got to get his power up. He's coming back. Kaido's got to use his
I'm
awakening.
never really born into the Zone Awakening because it was always kind of a
It's
meme.
kind of a meme in Impact Down,
Yeah. So
but
we'll see.
the time it took for Oda to bring back Ashura is like it's more time than Awakening Zoans, and plus Awakening Paramecia has returned, so like Oda knows about it. Oda remembers it.
Mm-hmm.
You know. From Groudon, Big Mom kill ulti. The laser went through her chest, clearly making a large hole. Also, please note that Big Mom said, "Do I have to kill you too?" to Tama. Do you think it's plausible she's dead? And what ramifications would that be? Anyway, if so, sad ulti went down like that. Yeah. We
Ulti
talked about this
dead?
entire show.
Is Ulti dead? Perhaps.
We've talked about this entire show.
I mean, if she gets up, silly.
We talked about this entire show.
What does Big Mom actually say to Tama? Let me see.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to kill you. She said it in the official.
Blah blah blah. Fa fa fa.
What's the issue?
Keep going.
From Michael J. Or from Steven. Based on Kaido's myth 1v1 and Yamato's worry when he...
This Zoo shit is fucking 6 pages.
I told you.
God damn it.
I told you it's the majority of the chapter. You have abandoned me. You know, it's...
Does this mean I have to kill them? I hate when people leave me. it means I have to kill them. So it's confirmation, not a question of maybe I have to kill them.
Yeah.
Yeah. This guy's saying, take note that she said, do I have to kill them? And she says, I have to kill them. So anyway, that's the clarification. Next question.
Okay. Based on Kaido's myth of 1v1s and on Yamato's worry when he heard about Luffy's 1v1ing Kaido, plus the end of this chapter, does Kaido have something else we don't know about? Another transformation, another technique?
No, Luffy just got cocky.
Maybe that's possible.
It was always gonna, like, it made, like...
Maybe that is possible. I don't mind that. Maybe that is possible.
Luffy, what, he's got something else?
Awakening.
Well, he's in base form now, so...
Yeah, I mean, when we popped Awakening...
Someone needs to do damage, because he's just gonna heal.
Yamato's coming.
Watch out for that scar. Keep on the Skywatch 2021.
If he still has it.
Yeah. Skywatch 2021!
Zolo!
It's hard to... You can't really see it this week.
No,
the things are too small.
Yeah, panels too small.
Watch out.
We're watching.
Skywatch 2020.
But that always gets fixed in the volumes.
No, we'll see.
So, you know.
We'll see when the blood disappears off Kaido, which it kind of already has.
Yeah.
Where's the scar that Zolo put on him? Is it actually there? Hilarious meme.
Yeah. Alright. From Michael J. Do you think Luffy will go straight back to the roof? I think this could be a great opportunity for Oda to show Luffy's growth by having him easily defeat someone strong. He just turns up and defeats Black Maria.
Falls through the wall. Depends how Oda wants to play it. Because if Yamato needs to talk to Kaido, Luffy needs to be busy.
Well, Luffy's going to be knocked out. He's going to get healed by that mysterious healer / Marco.
But Zoro and Luffy get healed by him.
There's a mysterious...
If it's Hiyori...
Yeah.
Makes 0 sense. Because she had to heal Zoro over a night, and it didn't really heal him either. So where did her magic healing powers come from? That they healed the Scavenge in half an hour?
I don't know. Well, maybe the damage was so severe.
Right.
Maybe Killer did so much damage to Zolo.
They couldn't, yeah.
Yeah.
They couldn't survive.
Maybe he would have died from that wound if it wasn't.
I know,
for
yeah,
Hiyori.
it depends how Oda wants to play it. We assume that we're going to have some speed shit with Yamato, therefore Luffy has to be out of it. So Yamato can talk.
/ flashback.
And then they'll all go up to the rooftop, whatever. Luffy will get up there.
From Slick, what do you think Kaido will do now? Luffy might regain consciousness and use Gear 4 to fly back up, or he might be saving it for someone else. But in the meantime, is Kaido just going to sit there and recover all his wounds? We'll get Yamato up there.
He'll be distracted by his daughter.
Yeah, Yamato's coming up there. Yeah. From Amin. Fuck. The other dude can differentiate both of you, but the kid has finally done put some respect on his name. He's done nothing.
He's done the same thing.
Jinbei threw Big Mom. It's the same feat.
Yeah, Robin and Robin and Jinbei already fucked her up. Same thing, really. Now we know Kid has immense physical strength, but it doesn't mean anything when
against
fighting
emperors. Yeah. From BYT, was Big Mom and Kaido combined attack coded with Conqueror's Haki? It was coded with something.
Perhaps it was powerful.
Very powerful. Pulverized Zoro.
Broke 30 bones.
Could have killed Zoro if Law didn't save him. Yep. So Zoro owes Law his life.
Fact.
Owes Sanji his life.
Also fact.
Alright? Now, the Zoro fans going to get mad about that, but it is what it is. Alright? From Hippo. Hello, Christian. Do you actually believe that Robin will need Brook's help with finding Black Maria, or will Brook have to find someone else? I mean, I don't see where Brook fits in if he doesn't help. He'll get rid of the webs.
Does that demon... Yeah, the webs. Maybe that demon hammer has something to do with soul stuff.
Yeah, I think the webs... Brook will be on web patrol.
How long ago was that? Was that 10 chapters ago? That thing
was a long time ago. We still haven't got an update on that.
Jinbei still got one panel like 5 weeks ago.
That's true.
Not even looking at who's who.
Yeah. So, Jinbei, we're gonna get updates on these fights, but yeah, I think Brook will help out.
How is this looking cuter than Marineford, by the way? what's the plan here? The infinite question, Christian, that we always ask.
I mean, Kaido's 10,000 times more impressive than Akainu
but
Marineford.
is it a bigger scale though?
I mean, no, but
Let's go anyway.
the amount of damage Kaido's taken, and he's still just laughing it off, is hilarious.
He's an emperor.
Well, people saying apparently Kaido,
People don't get it. But,
there you go.
Akainu literally folded in half.
Yeah. Alright. From Subha. Are Ulti at page 1 actually defeated? And is Yamato going to save Luffy? Ulti at page 1 maybe, probably annoying, either way. But yeah. Is Yamato going to save Luffy? I don't know about Yamato. I think Yamato needs to stall
If
Kaido.
Ulti at page 1 aren't defeated for good, like, does that make Big Mom look bad?
I mean, kinda, but...
Like, they're not even Luffy level before Wano.
But then you got the Zoan regen
And
shit.
and the Bagua.
The Zoan regen shit.
Maybe.
Is Yamato going to save Luffy? I think Yamato's going to the rooftop and we'll ask Kaido about Luffy and get mad.
Mm-hmm.
But there you go. From Chris D. Post review Luffy, no Conquerors versus only Gear 2 and 3. With only Gear 2 and 3. So no Gear 4 Rio Luffy versus post Whole Cake Island Luffy with Snake Man and Bearman. And he has Gear 4. You gotta give Gear 4 the edge. Like, I get the Rio, but no Conquerors. It's a weird question.
Strange question.
You gotta give the edge to Snake Man.
I guess he's asking what's stronger, Rio or Gear 4, which is the question, I think.
Well, we're gonna think about Luffy. It's on Luffy. It's not on Kaido.
Yeah, I know, but I think that's the heart of the question. What's better, Gear 4 or Rio?
I feel like Gear 4 is just better than Luffy's base, even with Rio.
Yeah.
Like, the Conquerors takes it over the edge, in my mind.
Also, Gear 4 got the speed, the power. It's already Haki.
The X Factor with flying and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotta give it to Gear 4. With
Speed.
Conquerors, it's a real question.
Don't know.
Yeah. From Mustafa, not a question, but I think the SSG are a bunch of remote-controlled Lords of the Coast. Interesting theory.
Okay.
Lords of the Coast.
With little hats on them. Little mind control hats.
The demon of the verse. Alright.
Sure.
From Slick. What was the whole point of Nami needing... Guy. Read through this. You think we wouldn't bring this up?
Christian's salty.
Alright, I get it. I agree with you. What was the point of Nami needing Big Aligning to defeat Ulti / page 1 if Big Mom one-shots both of them individually? What does that do for Nami? Plus, if Zeus is actually dead, or will he somehow take over Hera? And was this an elaborate plan to give Nami an even more powerful Zeus at the end of the day? I don't know about that last part.
I think
It's kind of hard to
Yeah, I
predict.
think he's going to be a little cloud man.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to predict with the Zeus shit. But the Nami shit, I understand it. I'm mad. You should be mad. I don't understand about this, like, Nami couldn't beat Ulti, so it's good. Please, people. Please.
Nami can't beat anyone until she does.
Exactly.
CP9, you remember, Christian.
Don't get me started, alright? And Ulti is a dumb character by design. Rash, gets annoyed, emotional. Nami could have taken advantage. There's so many ways for Nami to win. I don't want to hear this power scaling nonsense.
I said to King of Lightning, Usopp could trampoline them off Onigashima, and he laughed at me. Like, that isn't a legitimate way they could win.
There's ways to...
Gus sword. Anyway, there you go. We will never see it.
From Left Jab. Instead of people complaining about week-to-week chapters, don't you think we should take a step back and wait to judge it until it's completed? It's like me explaining something and you get mad halfway through.
Well, Christian did that. Christian did that. Listen, alright. When
it's a week-to-week show.
When things conclude,
What do you want us to do?
But when things conclude, we can get mad. This is
the conclusion.
This is the conclusion.
Fucking bullshit. And even if they do get up, it's sullied. It's less hype.
Yeah.
And it serves no purpose. If they get up, it serves even less purpose of having Big Mom defeat them in the first place. Like what does Usopp and Nami learn from Big Mom one-shotting to their opponents?
They haven't done anything.
They don't gain anything. They don't
They've
learn
done nothing
anything.
in this war so far.
I know. They don't.
Except gather goons, which doesn't matter.
Which Oda says matters. But what do they gain from Big Mom one-shotting them?
They need to do something.
You know, it's like, why is that part of the fight if it doesn't amount to anything?
Is there no lever that needs to be hit? Like,
that's Sanji's job.
Yeah.
Sanji hits the levers to save the arc, right?
Right. My bad.
From Jimmy, Luffy getting KO'd off screening justified or not? It is the off screen criticism overused. I don't hate the off screen for this because it's for the shock value. We saw a lot of the fight.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot.
You can just assume they were throwing maces and fists around until Luffy got clipped.
We've seen a lot of this fight. I'm not mad at
like
this.
Luffy getting hit by the Ragnaroku was critical damage.
Critical damage. We've seen a lot of this fight. The off screens for the shock and for the cliffhanger value. I mean, well, there's more fight to come with Luffy, and you know, you can say what you want there, but you know,
Kaido needs to talk now.
Kaido needs to talk to
Luffy needs to go away.
Well, he needs to talk to fucking Yamato, right? Mm-hmm. From Gareth, why has Oda wasted 20 chapters for Uchi in page 1? Chase just to handle it with Big Mom. If this was the final battle, wouldn't Oda have given them power-ups to defeat their opponents?
They didn't need power-ups.
If they couldn't handle them. Yeah,
there's
this
water.
This is what it gets with confused. This is where it
There's
gets
a whole
confused.
section of Onigashima where it's literally a lake.
But I think that's gone now, but whatever. But there's so many ways to do it.
Remember when Sanji was distracted by women to get beat up?
I know.
Then carry Zoro and then still do nothing so far?
I know.
That's gone somewhere at least.
Is it? Who knows?
Well, you know, we like the meme.
We do. Alright, we do like the meme. So. But I know it's confusing. And people bringing up the raid's gonna fail, and I'm just gonna ask you a question, why is that good? Why is that satisfying? Doesn't that just bring up more issues? Doesn't that just bring up more problems? We're gonna reset and then spend another 100 chapters setting everything up.
Wano's dead if they win. The Flower Capital's dead.
There's nothing to save.
Wano is dead.
There's actually nothing to save. There'll be no people to save. There'll be nothing to do. And maybe we'll save the world with the alliance bullshit. But Wano will be dead.
Luffy's failure would equal mass extinction.
And that's I don't mind that. That's something you could explore. I don't mind that. Yeah. Luffy fails, the burden of that, whatever. He comes back, he beats them. But the logistics...
And Big Mom and Kaido just get stronger. Yeah,
the logistics, all the storytelling, the scabbards. It would be extremely frustrating and turn a lot of people off. And I don't know if it's worth it. Like, throwing the chessboard up and resetting it, is that going to be worth it at the end of the day? I don't know. But there you go. 2, also, why are you guys so against the Raven? We basically just answered that.
It's also
it's a monkey's paw situation.
How many chapters can you take of one arc?
Yeah, there's that, but it's a monkey's paw situation, where it's like you want Wano to be fixed, so you think you have a solution, but it's only gonna muddy the waters more. It's only gonna make it worse.
I think we're against it because we can see how many problems it would cause.
It's gonna bring up so many problems. It's gonna cause so many issues. The themes of the arc are going to be in question. The prophecy, the whole point of the prophecy.
Also,
the whole point of the traitor plotline. The whole point of Act 2.
Also, the greater world context as well messes that up as well.
I mean, kind of, but I don't mind that.
The Navy has to come in. The Navy will come in. Like, people have to show up.
Whatever.
You know.
There's a whole heap of other questions that have to be answered if you want to do that. Now, if Oda wanted to do that, that's fine. That's fine. But... why have Act 2 at all?
A lot of setup.
Why don't we just skip to the Onigashima, we fail, then we come back, we train more, and then we go back in? Why did we have to have Act 2? Why do we have to have 100 chapters if it's gonna... Like,
if Onigashima fails, like legitimately, this arc will be 300 chapters.
You remember when I said 200 chapters?
Because the raid's not failing this year.
No.
There's still too many things to happen for the raid to fail.
And we're on break again.
And we're gonna round up everyone.
We got 20 chapters.
How do we round up everyone?
We basically have 20 chapters of the year left.
Kiddymon said we die or we win. Last week.
Yeah.
So you have less people.
Less units, less people, less resources, unless the Grand Fleet come in, unless Shanks comes in.
Kiddymon's a bum.
If Oda was going to do it, he should have done it earlier.
Wow.
And I think it's way too late now. Mm-hmm. But that's what it is. Alright? For Red Robin Podcast. Why did Oda set up Straw Hats surpassing the Flying Six as an important part of Wano in the CP0 chapter? Yeah. We forgot about CP0 also here. Mm-hmm. So they'll do something. So, again, CP0 plotline. Will that do anything? Will Robin's fight get interrupted by CP0 stealing her? You know? These are the questions we have to ask. Mm-hmm. Alright? So, what was the point of Oda setting up Straw Hats surpassing the Flying Six as an important part of Wano in CP0 chapter, pointing it out, and even set up a personal beef between Nami and Ulti? Last chapter, if he was just going to have Big Mom ruin her fight. There are a million ways he could have written her winning. Basically what we said the whole time, dude. Mm-hmm. We agree. It's frustrating. It pisses me off. You can't do both, Oda. You can't have it both ways. You can't set it up, get people hyped, get people interested, get people reading the next chapter, and then take it away. You can't do both. Because it just pisses people off. Mm. You can't do it. If you're not going to do it, don't do it. But don't do this. Right, please. Next question from Ryga. Kaido says he regrets not taking Luffy's head, so why doesn't he just fly down and do it? Take, 2 seconds of him. Maybe there's some bullshit with the floating clouds, and he can't fly because he used the clouds on Onigashima. You know? Because he hasn't flown since that. Has he? Like, he's been in dragon form.
Kind of a nuanced question.
Weird. You know, it's what it is. But, you know. Kaido's just monologuing on the roof. Mm-hmm. There you go. From Chairman. When was the last time Kaido got this excited when he had this conversation with Shanks or someone else? Shanks. Mm-hmm. Got beat. Respect Shanks. He put Shanks in the Hall of Fame for a reason. Mm-hmm. Right? From Jordan Lee. Have you guys watched Invincible? Or is it Invincible? The cartoon?
Yeah.
If so, what do you think? I think you guys will like it a lot. Now, I have a friend. Right?
Who's his friend?
Who likes to show clips. And only is interested in the clips. Mm-hmm. So one night, we're hanging out at a friend's house, and he shows us the cliffhanger ending of episode 1 with no context.
When was this?
You weren't there.
Okay. Is this Colin?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like, you know how Colin is. Okay. Let me show you the spoilers.
And then he gets mad when he gets spoiled.
Yeah, let me show you the spoilers. I'm like, yeah, this seems good. Animation is a bit questionable.
A lot of questions. Animation's poor, alright?
But the concept's cool.
Well, yeah. It's a very popular comic because of its plot. And the plot carries through on the show. It's different, but it carries through. Yeah, people are interested. Plot's good. Characters are good. I've seen bits and pieces. At this point, it's not me worth watching the entire thing because I know what happens, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe season 2.
Well, yeah, it's probably good. You know, I've heard good things, but there you go. Mm-hmm. From Bindle. People are saying Luffy got off screen, but I think it's a lot of Congress Haki clashes in. Yeah, it's not off. We've got so much from this fight.
We know what's going on.
You can't really say it's an off screen, all right? But which would be Luffy catching first L of the series off screen. Also,
Would it?
Haki clash, which would be Luffy's first clash L of the series. I don't know what that means. So he clashes conquerors and
Luffy
loses.
loses so many times.
Yeah, it's a weird way to phrase it.
But
But
apparently that's old-fashioned, Christian, and bad.
I mean, we'll get to that. There's a question about that.
Okay.
Also, would hype up a conquerors of a Yonko even more. What do you? So he's saying Luffy lost the conquerors clash, which is the first in the series.
Right.
Okay. Kind of.
I mean, in a roundabout way.
It's a weird thing to say, yeah, but yeah, I guess. Alright. From Mont, does Big Mom have the most varied of attacks in One Piece?
She's got yeah.
She's got a lot of different attacks.
She's got a lot of stuff.
stuff.
Yeah, your toolkit's very wide, Christian.
I would always say Luffy because of Gear 4.
Yeah, a
and
lot of stuff.
All these
a lot
fucking
of stuff for Luffy
attacks.
as well.
Yeah. But yeah.
Mhm.
From Haki. It's Haki. What are you guys gonna do about Brago and the call-in show? First, King takes the Church of Katakuri. These boys need to stop.
When did you bring this up to Brago?
It was on his live stream during the chapter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because he's talking about doing what to do next week.
Listen.
He was saying a lot of podcasts are doing it.
Which one?
I didn't mention any names. Alright?
A lot. Which one? Name one.
I don't know. Apparently, a lot of YouTubers are doing it.
Who?
Us.
Me!
Whatever. The boys,
He's literally calling it a call-in show as well.
I don't know if he's actually calling it a call-in show, but he'd probably call it something Brago-like. Like the Brago chill room or whatever.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah.
We're innovators in this show, Christian. And our legacy will remain on the One Piece community.
Alright.
JD Legend's done his own thing.
Is that secret news?
No, he did it the other day.
What is it?
He did his Twitch show, Christian, the JD Legend show.
Alright.
He's fun, his feet with these segments and stuff.
There you go.
Christian, we brought people together on this show. We've made magic happen.
We invented the Wano report.
Yeah.
Morge comes in the show.
With O'Hara.
Well, not with O'Hara.
He came on the show with O'Hara.
Yeah, but when he came on the show, he's talking about how do you guys do a podcast? Do you reckon I should do a podcast?
Yeah. Then we get him and O'Hara together.
Sure.
Invented the Wano report.
We invented the Wano report. I don't know if that O'Hara shit's real, but, maybe it is. Can't remember.
We brought the community together.
Alright.
Now people are taking the bits, the segments, which is fine. The people know what's up.
Alright.
The small amount of people that are here know what's up.
Alright. From Hebihime. Do you think Zeus being eaten is a reference to Kronos eating his children? Greek mythology shit.
I don't know.
Something to do with Hera and Cronus. And Cronus eats children and then Hera leaves him. Maybe. Maybe it's a
Hera
reference.
has this.
Maybe it's like a roundabout reference. I don't
Okay.
know. Yeah.
Sure.
From Dart. If Prometheus, Hera, and Napoleon are made for Big Man's soul, and Prometheus wanted to get with Hera, is that incest? Well, they don't have... They're like energy beings.
Elementals, yeah. What's going on?
Also,
one's male and one's female, apparently, so I don't know. Wouldn't that be the same question for, King Balm and...
Well, King Balm's made from different souls.
Right.
I don't know if it's made from Big Mom's soul. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Well, since it's all one person, is that incest? No.
No. Just one person.
It's one person. Alright, so there you go. From Bindle. Found a Twitter account saying it's trash writing for Luffy to have this many losses against Kaido and the other villains in the series. I think it's BS. Of course, what are your thoughts? I don't know why that's a bad thing. Why is losing a bad thing? You get motivation, all that kind of shit.
Why? Because it's old and been done before?
Has it? That hasn't been done.
Christian, we saw Mortal Kombat last night.
Oh, a couple of nights ago, yeah.
Well, yeah. Cinema's dead.
Why are we bringing this up now?
Because old things
are good things.
Are good things. Just because they're old don't mean
they're tried
bad.
and true. They work. They're great. And don't need to do anything new.
No one surpasses the statue of David, Christian. That thing's hundreds of years old.
Sure.
Oh, it's bad because it's old. It's been done. If someone else makes something.
It's been done. Yeah, I don't... Whatever. Alright. Weird thing to do, but there you go. From Dart. When will you guys draw Nami fisting ulti since Ona missed the chance? You know,
Patreon.com.
Oh... You know, Alkainu blasting a hole through Ace, fisting Ace, Nami could, you know, all that kind of shit.
Right.
Maybe someday.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe someday Oda will do it. But today's not that day. And that's the end of the show. Another one in the bag.
Next week we'll do something.
Probably.
Shall we do a call-in show just to meme Braga?
No, we just had one.
Okay.
We'll probably do our first impressions. Comment below which first impressions you want us to do.
Let's just do JJK.
JJK? Eric's calling it.
Let's just do it.
Eric's calling it JJK.
You can see the high-level mastermind that Yusuke is.
The first chapter?
Yeah, you can see how much of a wet paper he is.
Alright, there you go. There it is. That's the show. Shanks is the God King.
Good night. As Christian spoiled it.